Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper. Guys, in this video, I'm going to tell you some straight up info about Russia. Real quick 411 is that if you haven't been following the news lately, there's been a lot of upchurning, talk of war, and Messiah said there'd be wars and rumors of wars, and once again, some of my subscribers always haggle me about that I'm always talking about things scaring people to death. I ain't trying to scare you to death. It's all over the news. Well, everybody's arguing back and forth about this ridiculous election that's going on at home. There is all sorts of news articles. Putin's asking his people to come back home to to leave wherever they're at and get home. I mean, a lot of the things going down that you've seen that happened before World War II in Nazi Germany and with Japan is going on. People's being called back to their homeland. That is always, to me, I think that's one of the last signs on the wall before the fireworks start. And then, China's getting ready, Russia's getting ready. There's a lot of power players. I look at prophecy, 2nd Ezra chapter 16. I've got a video coming up about some more things I found in 2nd Ezra, but also looking at 2nd Ezra chapter 16, you've got, woe to you, Babylon nation, woe to you, Egypt and Damascus, put on haircloth, sackcloth, go away, you sons and daughters, for your destruction is nigh at hand, and skip down, line, and when you shall see these things come to pass, and forgive me, the beginning of sorrows is the beginning of sorrows. So, you've got the sign in the heaven, the lady sign in the heaven, the virgin next year in the spring, 2017. Sorry, man, you got your food? Yeah. Sorry, buddy. And so anyway, there's a lot of things compilate down, and I think that based on how the election's probably going to transpire, I'm thinking Clinton's probably going to go into office because you look at these videos, this voter fraud. Dude, you got to see this video on the bottom. I was telling my wife about it, and I'm just like, it's insanity. She just shook her head. Nikki usually comments to me on stuff. Just a head shake, because I'm sure, she's well beyond that point now that we know it's just garbage. But anyway, the thing that concerns me about war with Russia, or any of the upchurning that's going to come here very soon, is that, this is not going to be like the Cold War. When it goes down this time, it's going to go down. Because now anybody that actually knows who Putin is, when the Berlin Wall fell, there's actually a story about Putin, that when the Berlin Wall fell, there was a bunch of drunk Germans that surrounded the KGB headquarters, I think it was at the time, or whatever. And guess who was the commanding officer of that area? It was Putin. He came out with a revolver in hand. I believe it was a revolver he had in hand at the time. And he told him straight up, and I'm just summarizing, what he said was brilliant. Because he always, when that man speaks, I got to say a lot of stuff, what he says is brilliant. And I ain't just saying this because my ancestors are from Russia. I'll tell you, I'm almost to the point where I just about freaking go home myself. But wait, that's right. A lot of hateful Hebrews say I'm an Edomite, so I can't be a son of Japheth from the northern lands and Edomite. They're going to have to figure that one out. But anyway, I just had the hate speech for a minute there. Sorry, guys. But, I tell you, at least Putin and knows how to act like a sovereign. I'll tell you that. I mean, the Obama is just a joke. And, the way that the governments of the world have disrespected Russia, it ain't no friggin' wonder they're getting ready to throw down. Because I think it was a G20 summit, they seated Putin by himself, totally disrespected him. Not a single person that I know of, I could remember from looking at it, on the roster hardly even sat with him to eat. He left early. And then they, way back, I think it was in 08. Yeah, I'm thinking it was 08, that they had it wasn't the United Nations. I'm trying to think of what that meeting was, and I'm just trying to catalog all this, guys, because I'm not just talking off the top of my head. I mean, I've watched this stuff being festering for a while, is that, he said a long time ago about the missile defense line that was being built over there, long before it's going down. He told them straight up, this is what's going down, folks. Now look, we're not, I'm not looking to cause trouble or anything like that, He's like, but, y'all build this crap, we're gonna do something about it. Well, they built it. And now they gonna do something about it, okay? Because Russia don't roll over. And if you look at Gaddafi, I think it was the man, is what they call that river over there. He turned that desert into a paradise. If you look at all the things, and I'll try to put this article in the link below, Gaddafi like done so many things for his people, and if you notice, Hillary Clinton, I said Hillary, yes I did, same lady at Benghazi, it got Gaddafi killed, and they were actually going to the gold standard, just like Kennedy wanted to do with our country. He got killed. He had they were going to start producing their own gold bars, I think is what it was, because that their currency wasn't going to be part of this new world order. If you notice, anybody that's tried to not be part of the new world order, their leaders are whacked and then their country is absorbed. Well, Gaddafi done so many things for his people. I mean, financially helped. Person has a child, got X amount of money. New couple got married, X amount of money helped. I mean, he done so much. Like, honestly, I don't know if the man believed in the Most High Yah or followed Torah, but it is amazing that what he done as a sovereign to rule his people and what he done to bless his people was like so in line with so many things that's taught in Scripture and Torah. I mean, like if you look at Gaddafi, you can't trust the mainstream media. If you actually look outside of our country, like I said, read this article and look at all the things he actually done for his people. The man was not a crazy guy. A matter of fact, I mean, I would have been fine to live in his country, all right, but based on what he done for his people, just amazing. But of course, they killed him. Because that, he wouldn't consent New World Order. And so, you've got Russia that is not on board for New World Order, okay? And now, granted, I have seen at the Masonic Lodge Putin and China's leader, and I think it was Bush at the time. But, whether he's a member of New World Order or not, I have no idea. Whether, this is all a Ponzi scheme and, this is just to help put the New World Order in place, I don't know. What I do know is, after rattling on for probably past 4 or 5 minutes, is that if you look at Scripture, you have a multi-million man army that comes from, you've got, if you look in Revelation, and I'll put the link to that in the video description below. If you look, at what is being built up here, especially the pale horse, looking at the translation on that, it would almost translate green horse. It would be more preferable, I think, is the translation of that if you look at the text from Greek. And so if you look at the green horse of destruction, well then that, you could really equate that to Islam as well. So you see the 4 horses of the apocalypse, you see the beginning pages ready for the trumpets, you see the closing pages of second Esdras, just so many things. And if you've not made physical preparation for the end days, that's one thing. But if you've not made physical preparation for what's about to go down in a worldwide level war, I think that one thing that better be considered quickly is EMP, because Russia has the technology to do that now. And the thing with that is they've already, in another article shared, sorry guys, I'm bombarding you with a lot of information, but I'm always traveling. Today I'm working at home because we're home for a little while, and so I'm going to take care of my farm. Is if you look at that article, then apparently, Russia buzzed I believe it was an aircraft carrier, shut it down temporarily. So they have the ability to do a temporary EMP, and I also believe, beyond all shadow of a doubt, they have the ability to do a full-on EMP.
He also warned America that if they voted for Hillary, that he was going to attack.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
I forgot about that, huh? Yeah, that's a good point Nikki made, is they, sorry guys, proper phone back up. There was an article about that. I'll try to get that link from her, because I think Nick did have that up the other day looking at it, that it said, well, what was the title? It said, warning to America.
It said Putin warns America that if they vote for Hillary and get her in, that he will do a nuclear attack.
Okay. Yeah, and anyway, I'll find the link and get that from Nick and put that in the video description below. But see, I'm telling you guys, like, a lot of the news I know is always propaganda. I know a lot of the news is just all time just garbage drama. But, one thing I've noticed is when Putin speaks, he puts it to action. I mean, like Obama, you look at Syria, and my boy's making that place a wasteland as prophesied. So, I mean, it's not like this guy's talking out one side of his mouth like Obama and not doing something on the other. This dude says something, and then he goes and does something. So, when the time comes and the red button gets pushed and rockets start flying, New Babylon here in America, to see this thing laid waste to fire and destroyed in 1 hour, wouldn't surprise me at all. Our days are very numbered, and I believe that the end is coming sooner than not. So, guys, I got to get out here and get to work and load some stuff up at Lowe's. But just really, you need to start making some preparation, just some minimal preparations, because I'm telling you, things go down with war, especially with Russia. That's going to affect us domestic, whether it's nuclear all-out war or it's another Cold War era thing coming. We all need to be getting prepared. So, guys, till we see you again here at Seven Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope you have a most blessed day, and Yahushua.